NACA family, on April 19th, Administrator Whitaker sent out an immediate change to the 7210.3 for fatigue mitigation, which could change our schedules forever. Now, we currently have those held at bay, but let's talk about the real impact and implications of what happened. NACA wasn't part of the study. NACA didn't have a heads up. And this is a direct result of what happens when your union loses credibility. Our president didn't even know about this. We were all caught off guard. That is a clear sign that our union isn't being looked at as part of the solution. Our currency is our credibility, and our credibility has been dwindling, and we've been trying to call attention to it. We're doing it and calling attention to it by ensuring that our membership knows that we do not support the direction that we're going. And this is something tangible that each and every one of you could see that has a direct result and a direct impact on each and every one of you because of NACA's credibility dwindling by the day.
This unnecessary disruption in your lives has been caused in great part because of a failure of leadership on the behalf of NACA. We have to lead, we have to be engaged, we have to be at the table when decisions are made. You've seen in October of 2023, our president praised the confirmation of FAA Administrator Whitaker.
With Administrator Whitaker confirmed, he can direct the FAA to focus on addressing mandatory overtime, which has increased stress and fatigue for a profession that is already one of the most stressful.
When NACA doesn't demand a seat at the table, the FAA unilaterally imposes.
NACA congratulates Mr. Whitaker on his confirmation and looks forward to continuing our collaboration with the FAA to address the critical challenges facing the agency, said NACA President Rich Santa.
In a short time, that relationship has eroded. You have to ask yourself why that's happening. Have the administrator perhaps seen the lies and misleading videos and emails sent out by our president? Does he believe that he doesn't have a collaborative partner and he's chose to work unilaterally? We have to restore NACA's position as the entity that fixes problems, not the one that creates them. We've seen the power of this union at its heights, and we plan to restore that.
In the meantime, we'll do what we do as a union. We'll dig in and ensure that our rights are upheld and that we do not allow this to be an immediate change to each and every person's circumstance for a myriad of reasons. However, you could see what happens is now we're playing catch up instead of what you're used to. Us being out, leading the way, helping ensure and being present when these changes are being put into effect. We can't sit by where there's smoke, there's fire. And brothers and sisters, it's clear there's smoke out there and there's fire as well. Somebody's going to have to change it, and this is where your voice is going to matter.
This was a failure, and this is an illustration of what happens when NACA takes a step back in its credibility and its position. It affects the members directly, and we never want to see this happen again.
We need to ensure that we bring our union and our influence back to the table. Do you believe in the direction that we're going in, or do you want it to change? Do you want it to be where NACA is the solution? Do you want it to be where NACA is the one that's first called upon when there is an issue, and that we work through it together for the betterment of the collective, for the betterment of each and every one of you? That's what this is about. Not about just winning a seat, but protecting the very members of this union.
On important matters such as this, or any matter for that, you won't ever have to ask what Team Daniels-Haltom's position is. You won't have to worry if we're selling to you or we're being candid in a particular moment, because we'll always be upfront with the membership. We'll be transparent, and these things will not happen when we're in the positions that we're asking you to elect us in.
This is your chance. This is your voice, and this is your life, your career in our profession. We're going to stand with you. We're going to ensure that this credibility is brought back to our union, and we're seen as the solution. We look forward to talking to you again soon. Vote Team Daniels and Haltom.